It's women crushing it Wednesdays. OGs hooking up in the kitchen. Call it being range. Nike's opinions leave you kids days. Me and Zo's an unforgettable fighter. With a fist raised, we talking offensive defense. Cause if you get knocked out, it's all in the pretense. We put lights out like D10s. Christine, so pristine, you gotta respect the Queen's gift. Just sit back and enjoy the views. Opinions are plentiful, but it's for y'all to choose. Women crushing it Wednesdays. Let's get into it. It hit different.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. I have my girl Crystal in the house. Crystal, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Artiga that does our thumbnails, and of course, Kane Beastie, who does our intro. We love it. It's fabulous, fabulous, darling. Micah won't be joining us tonight. She's got some things going on, so it's going to be you and I. But I'm excited to get this party started. How about yourself?
Absolutely.
Before we go any further, though, I wanted to say rest in peace to somebody that was very well known in the spaces on X, and that's Nino. We followed each other. I did not know him personally, but we did follow each other. I know that you probably were in the spaces with him a few times, and he passed away suddenly a few days ago, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was very unexpected from my understanding, and definitely rest in peace to him. And all of you, I call them like family on the Twitter. They truly are in those spaces. They are like family, and much sympathy and many many blessings to all of them. And we will. Truly want to share big love to all of them, because I know even though they give each other a hard time,
Yeah.
and they all be having fun and playing games sometimes, I know they truly care about one another, and that's what is important.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing, whenever you can give each other a hard time, but, it's all in love and you can agree to disagree. What up, everybody? Thank you from Riyadh, Rico, Daniel, how are you? Also, I wanted to say rest in peace to the Japanese boxers that also died. They were on the same card. Yes, they were on the same card, Daniel, and that's just so sad that they passed away, I think within a day or two of each other. God bless them. I know that Japan has said that they're going to be tightening up on the rules as far as the weight making, and they I guess they were doing like rapid dehydration, and just I'm not a medical person, but just having some experience and seeing these things, it's like anytime you're so dehydrated or you start losing somebody's mic, is that my mic?
I think it might be your mic.
Okay,
there's a lot of static, but
a lot of static. Okay, no, thanks for telling me. Thinking, no, hold on, what it is.
I was thinking perhaps it was me earbuds, but I think
No.
now maybe it's everyone
okay,
can
that might
hear.
be better because I have my microphone, but my cord was like rubbing on it. So is that better? Does that sound better? It does not sound better?
No,
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on a second.
not to me. What about y'all in the chat?
Okay, Kano, does that sound better or no? Is it still staticky? Because I don't want to, it's still you. Oh my gosh, this sucks because I'm on. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Crystal, you're gonna have to tell some jokes or take it from here. I'm gonna log out and log back on.
I think if you do that, we lose the channel, no?
No, I'm just gonna take myself down from stage.
Okay, my dears. How are we? Rico, help me out here. I know you talk a lot. Who else we have? Daniel, good to see you. It's been a while. I have not been here too often. Black Ray Donovan, Cano Loco, I remember you. Good to see you all in here. Wishfully, Christine will be back in a jiff. What is the deal? Oh, Boots. Naka won't be here tonight. She has some things to take care of in her home. So in her hometown, she wishfully she'll be back next week. 30 days away until Bud cook Canelo. You're not kidding. I believe that. Mr. Brown, how you doing, sir? Can you all hear me? Christine have to jump out because she have some problems with her microphone. So surely she will be back soon. We can get the show on the road.
Oh my God. And now we have an echo.
Now she echoing.
Oh my God.
Boots is now slippers. Okay. All right. You hear me? Okay, and I'm clear. Good. Bomb squad. The bomb squad. What happened to the bomb squad? When he coming back again? Do anyone know? You might have YouTube open. Perhaps you do. We'll have to tell her that when she get back. HLD. I don't think typically Nike kind of take care of the the flow of the background. So perhaps Christine is having some difficulties because of that. I don't know. Thank you all for your support. And if you haven't subbed to these lovely ladies, do so immediately. Wow, they're done. I took over Bomb Squad. Oh my. Okay. Eric Gomez, where are you taking over from? Where you be from? You also from the New York? Let us know. HLD, how you been? Have you been causing any ruckus lately? I never know with you. You never know if we're on the same page on the same day or not. Oh, you're in the USA, of course. I'll be in the USA as well. Eric Gomez. I feel like perhaps I hear your name before. Let us in. What's the details? When is your next bout? Daniel Agnew. Is everyone going to the Canelo Crawford bout? You've been a good boy. I don't believe that for a second, Mr. HLD. Not for 1 second. I have a hard time to believe that. I'm very popular in the YTBC. Okay. Not familiar. I don't believe so. YTBC. What is the YTBC? I don't know if I want to find out. Sometimes those slang words that you all have or those letters, they be very, very not good for me to learn. Kano Loco. Oh, YouTube boxing community. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting. Are you a good lad? They ask. I know they warned me there's some booty diggers out there, and we don't like no booty diggers. Do I like Boot opponent? Um, who is Boot's opponent? I'll be honest with you, I'm not being in the loop right now. I don't even know who Boot's opponent is. I'll be seeing Crawford and Canelo at my dad's place, then pull an all-nighter and watch anyway. And okay, that'll be good. I'll be pulling an all-nighter, but I will be in the Vegas for that one. Then up early for the next week, we have USA Boxing National Tournament in the Tulsa, Oklahoma. Boots needs to fight Zandai. Oh, easy win. I don't know about that. I would love to see that bout though. Boots and Xander would be great. I don't know if it would be easy for Boots, I feel like personally, boots try to make bouts much more difficult than they need to be. That is my personal opinion. I don't know if Xander will be an easy win per se. Um, I'm not sure who I would choose on that. I will have to be checking into the camp to see how camp is going for me to really determine a Boots or a Xander. I don't know. I don't know. You think so? You think Xander is the easiest belt to win at 154? Okay. You
Ah,
back.
ah, thank
Thank
Jesus.
Jesus. Now we have two of you.
No, there's only one. Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
you
Thank you.
okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Nika. This is like ah. Okay. Okay. Thank God for Nika. So where were we? So we were saying we were talking about the Japanese fighters that lost their life and
Yes.
how there has definitely has to be something done. Like there definitely has to be something done because there are too many that are losing their life. And we all know that dehydration is bad. You know, if you do it too much, you don't have any water on your brain. Also, if you have a concussion and you go in the ring, it's definitely a real problem. So I know that Japan said they were going to start tightening up on all these things that are going on, um, and also with the ringside medical people. You know, did they not see some things that were going on? I don't know. I don't know. Had you heard anything about that?
No, I have not. I have not heard anything about those bouts, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, I have not heard anything.
Oh gosh, Eric Gomez says that they did not have medical
Any
medics
emergency?
at the ring. That is
Oh
like
wow!
so freaking horrible. Horrible. You
I
know,
thought I thought Japan Athletic Commission require EMT ringside.
that's what
Is
you would
that
think.
not
You
so?
would think that that was, I mean, I know everywhere in the United States we do. Like you have to have some kind of medical.
Some states are different. They will
Yeah, but you
require a
it has to
medical
be
doctor.
somebody. It has to
Right.
be like a doctor or an ambulance or it has to be some kind of medical person.
Yeah.
Um, but that's
Oh,
that's
hey, Julia.
crazy. And then Julia said these guys are dying because of sparring. A lot of times these guys are having or not having the brain scans. Yeah, they both died from the same card, HLD. They did.
Mhm.
You know, there was there's a lot of things that float around in the boxing world, and one of the saddest stories is that there was a promoter, and I definitely won't name their name because allegedly there was a fighter that had a concussion and called the promoter, and the promoter said, well, if you don't fight, I'm going to sue you. And so this person fought, and this person did lose their life.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of times too, there are situations where they do go to the promoter or the manager or whoever, and they're like, you know, I can't do this, and
Mhm.
we really have to pay attention. And I mean, last weekend with Jojo Diaz in Chicago
Mhm.
with the ringside doctor, 3 different times, you know, he held up his fingers. He was taken
Oh
to the
yeah.
doctor, and he missed the count every single time. The fight should have been
Mhm.
stopped.
Yeah.
You know, and then the two guys were going at it head to head. One of them could have been seriously hurt or worse.
Mhm.
If the fighter cannot see or count the fingers that are in front of you, you might want to just stop the bout. You know, I don't know, that was really sad. That was really sad to me.
But do you
Uh,
think the doctor cannot hear him, or he negligently allow him to continue?
well, the thing is everybody that was watching, I mean, we were tweeting about it because we
Mhm.
clearly, I mean, we're at home in our living rooms. The doctor's right there in his face,
Yeah.
and he's saying the wrong numbers very clearly. You know,
Mhm.
so he has a responsibility to save these guys and girls' lives. So I
Right.
don't know what happened to that guy. Congratulations to Regis. But I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened to that guy. But they were going at it. Is it's Yeah, it is at the discretion of the referee above the doctor, but the doctor can tell the referee. The doctor can tell the referee, you know what? No more. He can, because the referee does ask the doctor, can he go on? Can he go on? The doctor is yes or no. And he could have definitely said no. Julia said HOD facts. I remember Lavender Johnson died in Atlantic City. He had a prior brain trauma and had a title, went through with the fight and died. It's very sad. It happens more often than not, and we really need to take care of our boxers. We really do. We have to do better. One thing that I say always, and I stress it so much, and is you cannot cut your water when you're cutting weight. You cut your food, you know.
Yeah, the
Water
water
may
has
be
to
the
stay
last
there.
thing.
That protect your brain.
It does. And your organs, you know. Shout out to Vital, who is like the number one nutritionist for all boxers and some UFC champions. They always stress that. Kane Beastie. Oh, ding, ding, ding. You have a ding, ding,
Dang, dang,
ding.
dang. I don't.
Crystal. Like, share, subscribe. Women Crushing It Wednesday. Yes, thank you so very much. We
Thank you,
appreciate you so
King.
much. Lisa Bales, thank you so much for joining us. And thank y'all so much for telling me about my staticky microphone and for being patient with us. And I know Crystal was like entertaining y'all because she's so easy to
I'm
talk.
not a good entertainer. I think
You
they will all
are,
agree. No.
but yes, and fight your weight class. That's right. That's another one. But I want to touch on some things that were like talked about on X. So October 11th on the Zone in Philly, there's a big fight between Boots
Oh.
Ennis and Lima. Boots
Who is he? Who is the opponent? Lima who?
Lima. So Lima fought McKenna. He's from Ireland a while back. And I was not familiar with Lima. I'm not even going to pretend that I was. The people across the pond were people in the UK and Ireland. So because he fought McKenna, who he and his brother are very talented. But so I went back to watch the fight. And all I have to say is this, is if Boots does not stop this guy, if he thinks he has criticism now, he's really going to have some criticism. He really is.
Listen, I've been saying for a long time, I'm not huge on Boots yet. I still want to see. I hear a lot of good things about some sparring potentially that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot of good things about he have the skill set, but I still have yet to see it on the big stage under the bright lights.
Yes.
I
Yes.
can't quite
With a
get
big
there.
name.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So someone in the chat earlier when you was not here, say that he need to box with Xander, and that would be the easiest one for him to get the belt. I don't think that's true.
I don't think
I
it's
don't
true
think
either.
Xander will be easy for him.
No, I don't think it's going to be easy either. But like going back to this Lima, so somebody asked him, he was interviewed by, I'm sorry, I can't remember who, but he was interviewed and he was saying, you're getting a lot of criticism, Boots, because you're not fighting names, or they say that you've ducked names. And this is where we get the wrong Ramos, because he said that he had reached out to Baccaram and to Jesus Ramos, but they both were busy. So then,
Jesus Ramos?
well, there's more to this, because the route that Boots has taken, he's opting for the WBA route, okay? To pursue the world title. So Lima was, the way. But he said Baccaram and Jesus Ramos were busy, or they did not want to fight, whatever, okay? Well, then it comes to find out that Jesus Ramos said, no, that's the wrong Ramos. That was my uncle Abel Ramos, who's smaller than Boots, and who's already lost 6 times. But he was the one that he was after. Abel, not Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Jesus will be great for him. If he can beat Jesus, perhaps he can make me a little bit of a fan.
Yeah.
But not the Uncle Abel.
Yeah. I don't know. Danielle Agnew says, Kane, I'm now calling him the pound for pound tune-up king, and his name is now Slippers. You know, how, because he did say he wanted 2 tune-ups before he faced some of these big guys, and it's just like, come on now. Trap Media USA says Boots is in the product of hype machine and right opponents. He doesn't really have IQ. He needs to just stand in front of him and have physical power advantages, which gets exposed at 54. You know, I don't know. When we have seen Boots with lesser competition, and like I said, we still need to see him with somebody. He passes the eye test. He looks like he can box. He does box. He's long. He's rangy. You know, he looks like he can do something. But we haven't seen him against somebody that can really test him. So I don't know.
Thank you,
I don't
Trap.
know.
Trap right here is explaining the way he get to the why he went to WBA.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, he avoided the IBF to get email Terrence Crawford. Yes, Trap Media USA. He
So
avoided the IBF to get email Terrence Crawford WBA. He wants no parts of Bakaram. Turkey was looking for an opponent. Bakaram and Tellez is next. Yes.
Kane say Boots is super sharp and he have great IQ. I want to see that from him. That's what I be missing, and that's what I'm looking for. I haven't seen it yet. Under the big lights, I do
Yes.
hear about it, and in the sparring, but sparring is sparring. I need to
Sparring
see
is
it under the
sparring.
big lights, and I want to see it sooner than later because I have a feeling if we don't start seeing that, his career now on the line.
Absolutely, because whenever he has to face the likes of, okay, so there's Fandora out there. There's a rumor that he's in talks with one time, you know, to fight. What about Bakaram? What about Xander? And then there's Jonas Tellez. But, you know, people that say that Xander is going to be an easy win, I have to disagree. I have to
I,
disagree.
I don't think Xander will be an easy win for him. I
I
just
don't
don't. But
either.
I think that would be a heck of a bout. I think that would be wonderful. I would like to see Xander and Boots.
I would
Perhaps you
too.
will answer some questions for me. I have questions as a fan, and with that, those two both in the ring, and to see who come out on top, I'm ready for that.
Exactly. Hey, Reginald. Hey, a Black Ray Donovan. Hello, hello. Um,
Hello.
the boot slander tonight is wild. It's not even about slander. We're not attacking him personally. We're not talking
I'm
about
just
his
waiting for
family.
him to do something amazing so I can say,
Yes,
you're right, he amazing. Because I'm not seeing amazing yet. That's all.
exactly, exactly. So Trap Media USA, why is everybody glossing over Peter Garcia's interview and Naj, where he said they accepted the fight for Virgil versus Boots on Turkey November card, but Boots told Turkey he wanted tune-ups. That part. He said he needed 2 tune-ups. But you know what? If he wins, which he better win, you know, then he's gonna be the WBA mandatory, and that does put him on the road to facing Virgil. So one way or
I don't
another,
know about I don't know about Boots facing Virgil right now. I mean, he will probably need 10 to 12 um what they call it tune-ups for that.
tune-ups.
I think Xander is a much more um 50
Kind of
50
enigma.
bout than he and Virgil. So I will agree with that. I will agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah. Kind of enigma. Hello, hello. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you so much. Um, not that put him on the road to fight Tellez in the regular champion. Yeah, no, it does put him on the road quicker, but also, you know, there is Virgil. Virgil's there. Virgil's there. No easy fights at 54. No, not at all, except for I don't want to say his next fight is easy. I'm just gonna say that he needs to knock him out, or if he thinks he's getting on the hot seat, he's really, really gonna probably have to get off social media because it's not gonna be good. But this is my question. This is my question. Crystal and to the chat too. It appears that Boots has been avoiding real smoke. And So I have to propose the question: does that mean that he does not believe in his own skill set, or does his team not believe in his skill set? What are your thoughts?
Well, when someone say Boots, I get a little bit of Jared Anderson creeping up. Do he really want to be there? I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know because I believe in the lad. I want to believe in the
Yeah,
lad.
he
Some
looks as
people
though
that
he has everything.
he some people that I know and I truly trust their opinions and hear their
Yes,
words, and
same.
they tell me Boots is wonderful. I'm
Hmm.
still waiting to see it, and sometimes maybe I need more glasses or something. I don't know. I just haven't seen it yet. Um, but I don't know. Is it Boots and a lack of confidence? Is he that humble that he don't have the confidence, or is it truly his team? That's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't
I
answer
don't
that
know
question.
because he, right now he seems to be, I don't know, when he was in that last interview, and I know everybody saw that was on X. He was sitting on the boxing ring. I wish I could remember who did the interview because it was a great interview. He looked so nervous even to talk about 154 and talk about who he's going to face and who he needs to face. And
Well,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Well, I was gonna say I had seen, and then I had seen an interview probably about a year ago, and I know some of y'all can attest to this, where someone said, "Hey, Crawford said that you fight a lot like him, like you remind him of him, and yada yada yada." And Boots was like, no, not at all. Like we don't fight alike." And I was like, that was a compliment from this guy, from a veteran that's doing things and fighting everybody that's in front of him, giving you a compliment, and you just shot it down like it was trash. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Look, I get some Jad Anderson vibes from him, and I don't like that because I feel like, is he there because he want to be there, or is he there because this is the only thing he know to do?
Yeah.
Um, but I also get a little bit of Boo Boo Andrade. They're not
Mm,
moving him correctly. The
mm.
management, and I see someone else say something similar about the management.
I,
Um,
I want to talk on that for sure. But Haciel says Boots is an investment, and this is real. Like this, I'm not saying this is necessarily happening with him, but this does happen in boxing. Boots is an investment. His handlers have to make sure he is matched right, thus they don't waste their money. They got to get their money back. That's for sure. That's for sure. Keep him on a winning streak as long as you can, because the money
mhm,
keeps coming. Now,
for sure.
Kane said, I don't think Boots handles his paperwork, which is a problem because I think he's in the dark about a lot of decision making. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something,
See,
Kane.
that's terrible too.
When you're at that level, honey, you are the boss. The boxer is the boss. Nobody's gonna make deals or not make deals without you knowing what's going on. It doesn't happen. You know everything that's going on, and that's why my question was: is it him that doesn't believe that he can beat these guys, or is it his people that don't believe he can beat these guys? Like, what is it? What is it?
We can say that, but I think there are some what they call them, shady peoples.
Oh, sure.
Um, they be out on that sucker shit,
Yeah, for
and they
sure.
do try to guard their boxes from seeing all of the details, and I think that do happen. Um, is it possible because he is not familiar? He don't surround himself with the people he needs to surround himself with. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the camp. I'm not familiar with the trainers. I don't know, but they are moving him rather slow,
Very
but
slow.
who
I
is
mean, he's
doing that?
what, 30, 35 fights now, 34, 35 fights now. Come on. When do we unleash? We got some of these up and coming, guys that are fighting these killers after 10 fights and fighting for belts, at 12. I don't get it. I don't get it. Trap Media USA says, I think there's just too much pressure on him now because he's been crowned without proving anything. They want to keep milking the fans and selling the potential. You know what? You freaking say exactly what I want to say. Just you say it right. Like, that's exactly right. They have been selling us this dream of the new king that's coming, and they haven't been able to show us anything. He hasn't been able to show us anything. And then Kane said, I remember an interview, Boots didn't even know Bozy turned down one of his offers and he had no idea. Come on, man. That's not true.
See, yeah, I don't know
It
about
doesn't
all of
happen
that
like that.
because
Black Ray Donovan says Eddie's just a bad promoter. He has no 55 pounders that Connor Ben. He won't give up. Well, I mean, there you go. He can fight Connor. There you go. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I will also take you back to sometimes the promoters do move them slow, but sometimes it's truly the coach, the management that move them slow. So I don't know in Boots' situation who it is, but someone definitely not doing what they are meant to do. I remember. Do you remember the big deal about Crawford send a proposal to them and Boots say
Yes.
they never get it, but then his father say on a live somewhere that they do,
Yes.
they just turn it down. Like
Yes.
that stuff, they need to be transparent with the boxer. And Boots need to demand that because Boots in a position that he need to be running his career. And if he is not doing that, then he will never succeed as a boxer.
I just wonder if that's even the truth. And I'm not going to call him somebody who's not telling the truth, but how can there be that much disconnect? How do you just totally trust somebody with your career and you don't even need to know what's going on? You just tell me when to show up. Like, I've been around this for a long time and I just don't see that. I can see why a promoter is not going to rush somebody to lose because they probably still owe them some money and they've invested so much in their career that they need to get their money back. I can see that. I
Sure.
can. I don't know. It's just crazy. Um, Con Enigma said it hurt him. Marked his whole 147 runoff bud. Now people want him to step his competition up. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're gonna see. You know, he's fighting in October, and I believe he's from Philly, right? That's his hometown. So he's
Yeah,
gonna
he
be.
out from the Philly.
So I'm sure he's gonna sell out the stadium. You know, I mean that is his hometown, and people want to see him. And I'm just saying he needs to stop Lima. He needs to stop Lima. If it goes the distance, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all, in my opinion.
No, ultimately he will stop him. I want to see him stop him, and I want him to make a statement because that's what the world is waiting for at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I
Oh,
am waiting for. Maybe not everyone agree with me.
yeah, absolutely. No, I agree with you too, and I think a lot of people do. I think we were one of the first ones that were calling, you know, for him to do something and for us to see, and people thought we were hating or just whatever.
No, I not be a hater of any of the boxers.
No, never, never. You just call it like you see it. And then people started catching on. Well, yeah, I mean, he's pretty deep in the game and he's not doing anything. So, Boots is too humble and shy. He needs to pop out and show the world. Kane, I've heard him not be humble and shy. So I'm just saying, man, I do want him to pop out. I want him to show me. I want him to shut me up. Like I really do.
Lisa Bells, if she say this, it have to be true. I believe her. Keith Thurman is fixing to fight Fandora.
So
That
yeah,
would be
so Lisa,
crazy.
so that's what I was mentioning earlier, that it's in the talk. So there's not a contract signed yet per se, but that is the talks. Yes, that he's going to be fighting Keith Thurman. So we'll see how that goes. You
Would
know,
that happen in the Texas?
that would be nice. That would be really nice. Reginald Hayes says he needs to fight somewhere other than Philly, just like Shields needs to start fighting outside of Flint, Michigan. You know,
She was scheduled to fight one time in the Flint, Michigan, and it don't work out. So she not been fighting in the Flint, just so you know. She do be fighting in the Detroit. So it is still in the
Detroit.
same state, but not in the Flint. Sorry.
Okay. No, I think that's true because you need to gain other fans, you know. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Christina Crystal. Yeah, so it was they are talking about it. So let's see. Hopefully that does. HOD said booth stickers are going to be $30.
You know what, HLD, your lad Theo is probably fixing to be on the undercard, just saying. Teofimo Lopez.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Um,
You're right.
let's like shift gears a little bit to women's boxing because again, Jake Paul is signing up these women, and I think it's so good. But there is a champion, WBA champion, Jasmin Artiga, that everybody's saying that she is a rising star. She fights super flyweight, but already there have been 3 other women in boxing that have really been calling her out. One of them is Leanna Cruz. She has a lot to say about Artiga. She actually said on the 10-8 podcast with Jamel Norbs and I that she's a fake champion. She said, you know, Jake is signing all these fake champions, and when we asked her like, who exactly are you talking about? You know, she said that Artega was that fake champion. I don't know if you're Jasmin Artiga. I don't know if you're familiar with her or not.
Where's she from?
Crystal. You know, I'm not really sure. I think she has a Mexican background. Leanna's a Puerto Rican background. But I'm not
Leanne,
sure.
yeah, I know Miss Cruz. I'm familiar with her.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
She's fire. She's fire. And then we had the WBC interim super flyweight champion Jenny Fuchs. Fuchs. She said it's Fuchs. Fuchsia, like fuchsia. So I have to like do word association. Jenny Fuchs. That she said she also was after Artiga. Like she's the one that she's
But
wanting to.
Artiga is rather young, though, right?
She's 33.
Oh, she's 33. I
She's
didn't realize
33.
that.
She's 33.
Okay.
She's the same age, I believe, as Jenny. Jenny's close to that age too. Um, and then, but who's really young, and we had on the show also was Lupe, the baby assassin, and she
Oh,
was
yeah.
the first person that she called out too. So, what's
So
going
who's fixing
on?
to get that bout?
Yeah,
They all want a champion. Well,
they
the female boxing all want champions. This is
they
not the
do.
same as the male boxing. They don't have
Right.
the options, right? So everyone wants a champion. So
Yep.
either they think that she a weak champion
They do.
or
They're saying that.
or a fake champion, like they say. But if she holding a belt, I don't know how she get that belt. But let's go. Jake
Yeah.
Paul to send the contract to somebody and let's get the show on the road. Let's not hold it hostage. That's what I hate more than anything from any of these
Yes.
promoters. They truly like to hold these belts hostage for way too long sometimes.
Mm-hmm,
The
mm-hmm.
females want to fight. They don't have time is against them. You know, you don't typically see a female boxing when they're 50 years old. You don't
No.
typically see a female boxing when they're 45 years old. They
Right.
can't do it for that long, especially if they're true to their family, their children, and all of that. They have a lot of life detours, whatever, during their career typically. So
Yeah,
we have to
that's
get them
very
back in the
true.
ring, and we need to do it sooner than later. And I have always give Jake he props for this signing of the women, whether they are fake or not. I don't know all that drama. What I
Yeah.
know is let's make some more bouts because now he have the opportunity. Let's see it happen.
He does. I mean, I love the model. I love what he's doing, you know, and obviously he is gonna sign any girl that's not already signed with somebody, or if they can get out of a contract, he's gonna sign them all, because why not have A side, B side, you know, champions, because it's a win-win situation. And right now he holds the key to all these women. Everybody wants to be signed with him. I mean, Jenny was talking about, man, I wish he would sign me. Like I will beat all of his champions. Um, she said it that she would beat all the champions, take all the belts, and then she would um, drop down to flyweight and beat Gabriela Fundora. Leanna
Mm,
Cruz said she would fight Gabriela Fundora. I believe that Lupe also said that too. They see holes in her game, and I love it because these
I like
girls.
Pandora. I
Yes,
like
I like her too.
Gabriela.
Yes,
I
yeah,
think
me
she have
too.
more dog in her, if you will, than her brother.
Absolutely. Absolutely
I'm
she does.
telling you.
So I love it. I love to see these women um you know, talking and trying to get these fights made. And that's what we're in right now. We're in the time where you have to promote yourself and push yourself and talk that shit. And I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Um, so Amanda Serrano had made a post, I believe it was today, and she says she's dropped 3 weight classes back to her natural weight of 126 pounds. So 126 pounds. Who do y'all feel like she might be going after next?
Mm. I thought she will be done.
No, she's still talking. She's not done. She says she's not done.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So 126.
hmm
Is she going for who have the belt there? Who have the
well,
belt?
her teammate just fought Baumgartner. Um, I don't know if they'd make that fight right away or not.
But what is? I thought she was heavier.
I think she fought at 30, no, or 20. Was it 20? She fought a little bit heavier, but she could easily drop down to 26 because she was at 26 and Tierra's at 26. Sky was, and she moved down to 22. But who knows? I don't know. I think there's nobody else that she could really fight that we would get excited about but Baumgartner, in my opinion. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, that's probably true, and I would love to see it happen, but I don't know if it will come out the way Serrano will want it.
Well, were you impressed with Baumgartner's performance against
Last
Miranda?
performance, absolutely not. No, but I think Amanda, to be fair, in all respect to her, she have a lot of miles on the wheels, if you
Mm-hmm,
will,
mm-hmm.
and she's still in there. The game plan she have for Taylor just don't work out for her. To be fair, right? But
Yep.
I still think she have some left in her. I just don't know if she have as much. And
Yeah.
Bumgarner, especially if they try to make it soon,
Mm-hmm.
Bumgarner know that she have a statement to make.
Yes. After this last performance, she does.
Right, because no one was. I don't think many people were very impressed with that last bout of Bumgarner's. But the one thing I would hope that I really hope that if they make that bout, Bumgarner have to come clean. I don't want to see her
For
coming in
sure.
on no pads. I don't want to see her going out on any pads.
Yeah.
Amanda have taken a lot of damage just from the last three bouts
Yeah,
that
for
she have,
sure.
and
Absolutely.
I, I, I think she prior to the last three bouts, I would say 100% Serrano will win
Right.
with Bumgarner. But after these last three bouts with Taylor, I don't know. I don't know.
HOD said that Amanda's fighting style, she will whoop Baumgartner. And he doesn't know what Serrano's vision is. I don't either. I don't know what her vision is. I don't know what she wants to do. I think she can do whatever she wants right now. And maybe she doesn't know what she wants to do. But she said that the 126 was her walk around natural weight and she wanted to go back to it, and she did it. And she did it quite quickly. Actually, like what, 30 days?
I would love to see the bout, and I would
Yeah,
love
I
to
would
see
too.
Serrano take it.
I would
Um,
love to see it. I would love to see it.
go
I
back to
really
that
would.
comment. Go back to that comment with that one right there. What they say, outsides and Derek James only teach one style.
Yeah, I wanted to read that too. Yeah. Baumgartner was just outsized, and Derek James only teaches one style, and fighting a bigger opponent that has good power, you can't be predictable like he teaches. I am in agreement with you. She was looking, Baumgartner was looking for that one shot, that one looping right overhand hook, whatever she was doing, and she did not set it up with any feints, with any jabs, with any movement. It was just boom, just stay there, boom. I totally agree. Trap Media USA, you're okay. You're gonna be one of my favorites now because you're saying everything I want to say. Daniel said, right, HOD. I wasn't impressed with what I saw of Baumgartner in her last fight. The thing
Yeah,
is we've sparred Miranda before, and we beat her up. It's crazy. Sparring doesn't mean anything, but I mean not much. And it was so crazy. So I was thinking, man, because we did our predictions. I was like, man, Baumgartner is gonna take her to the cleaners. She is going to beat this girl up, and she freaking surprised me. She looks so good.
she came in with a good plan.
She had the best plan. She really did. They were definitely doing their homework, and it's so important. Some it's so funny because there's like these debates that some people want to be called a trainer and some people want to be called coaches. I'm a coach. I'm not a trainer because it's deeper than that. But the thing is that you got to make sure your trainer or your coach, and I'm not saying that this person did not or other people have not. You got to do your homework. You got to watch film. You got to get the right sparring partners that are going to mimic the person you're fighting. You have to do that. Like, and I know the sparring partners, that were coming up, and you just have to be prepared because you just never know what's going to happen. You just never know.
Yeah.
She's not the same without the juice. HOD, it's sad, but it's just she has this confidence, which is great, but it was not the same as we saw previously, you know.
She portray a lot of confidence. I don't know how truly confident she is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish her the best. God bless her. I wish her the best. We'll just see what happens. Daniel, I mean, they have a lot of money on her. Like she's gonna be. I
Right
think
there.
that once Amanda's gone, she might be the face. Daniel
Daniel
Agnew, didn't
Agnew.
Derek James say he didn't watch film, or did I misunderstand that? You know what?
I wasn't fixing to say nothing, but
What?
I
Why you
remember
think
the
I'm
comment.
talking, Daniel? Why you think I'm talking about what I'm talking about, Daniel? It's just so important. You just have to. It's like you got to do your homework. You don't go into class to take a test and you haven't studied. Okay, just because you're smart. Just saying. Um,
I
don't
would
know
think
why
that
she
he will have
switches
learned a
coaches.
lesson. I would think that Derek will have learned a lesson after the 29 of the July of the 2023 that
Yeah,
watching film is very important.
watching film is very, very important. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Con Enigma said, "Don't know why she switch coaches." Um, there's talk in the boxing world, but obviously it's all rumor. So I'm just gonna leave it there. Kane Beastie, Amanda should retire and focus on the development of women's boxing with Jake. I think she probably will do that sooner than later. But I also think that I know that it's very hard for a boxer to walk away. It's very hard. How many
Yeah.
times have we seen these greats do comebacks? Even if they're exhibitions, that's all they know. I mean, even Jamel posted something that boxing is easier than life. So I think a lot of them share that sentiment. The only place where they have some control. Um, Daniel Daniel said I was just checking, and Bomax said they watched Spence for years, and you saw the difference. Absolutely, you have to. You have to watch film. You have to.
I have a feeling perhaps they're watching some more film from many years again for the clash that fixing to happen in the September.
You already know that. You already know. Yes.
And I
Trap
have a
Media
feeling
USA.
they have
No.
an A plan, a plan B, and a plan C, and a D, and a E, and F if we have to get there.
Yeah. You have to have all those different plans. Trap Media USA said there seems to be a rise in coaches saying they don't watch film. Bozy said the same thing. I'm not going to criticize them. That's how they do it. I personally watch film. I personally think that we need to watch film. My opinion. You see depending on who they're fighting, the different things that they have in their tool chest, their weaknesses, their strengths. Can they, how are their feet? There's so many things. So I definitely watch film. I love watching film. I actually love it, so it's okay. Um, KBC said Pac-Man did great, but I think he should stay out the ring and keep in being an awesome humanitarian he is. Again, he should. But again, it's so hard for them to stay out of the ring. It really is.
HLD, you out of your mind again.
Ay,
Kind of
hombre, yo
putting
no
stuff
quería
out there.
decir nada de eso. Like I said, there's things that go around. I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe gossip. All I'm going to say is she switched coaches, and I hope that she's happier here, and I hope that she really gets everything she needs from Derek James. Oh Lord.
You think do Buddy say that or do
Oh
Dylan
Lord.
say
I
that?
mean, because we were about to talk about that too, and I because it's coming up this week in pay-per-view. I saw a report where Buddy McGirt, who is training Dillian White, and I love Buddy, saying he's never seen Utama fight. That is not good. I didn't mention any
Well,
names either. HOD.
I'm,
I'm gonna choke. Yes. Yes, she does. The masses have spoken. I wonder who that is. Um, so yeah, I hope that's not true, Daniel, because that Atama is woo
well,
woo.
unfortunately, again, like you say, there's a lot of words on the street uh, of the boxing world that bless Buddy McGirt soul. Bless he
Yeah.
heart. Wishfully he have a good weekend with
Yes.
Dylan.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Hopefully he does. But I do think that Utama is a superstar. He's coming up, and we have Joshua Edwards, and that I'm really co-signing on him that he will be the face of America as far as the heavyweight division, and one day they'll have to meet. I really think that Josh is the one, though. Joshua Edwards, I really do. Rocket. But that's just my opinion. Um, but before we get out of here, Crystal, any last words or anything you wanted to put out there?
Yeah, thank you for having me on again every Wednesday, and I'm glad I can be here
This
this
is our
Wednesday.
show, girl. Yes.
There will be more times coming up. I won't be able to be here, um, and I will miss everyone, of course. But thank you to the chat. You're great, and thanks for spending a few minutes with me while Christine get the shit taken care of. And we have the best chat, by the way. Um,
Absolutely.
and one more time, rest in peace to the young lad after Twitter, and all the family that will be missing him, and um, grieving, and much sympathy to all of them. And keep on boxing.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, we absolutely do have the best chat. Like, we love y'all all. Y'all are just excellent. We've seen a few new names and new comments, and we appreciate you so much, Crystal. Thanks for showing up. She has been so busy doing amazing things with her career, and I'm so excited for you. And then to our girl Nika, she had something to do, and she came through to help me because I was just making a total mess out of all of this. So I'm gonna have to take a tutorial, Nika. I promise I will. But we love to love you, and we will see you on next Wednesday. Actually, we have a guest for next Wednesday. You'll just have to tune in to see who it is. But everybody have a good night. And
Thank you.
let me see.